Hello everybody and welcome! Today I am here to present you a game with such an interesting premise that goes beyond and redefines what a game is. On IGDB, it is described as a hard sci-fi visual novel, point-and-click adventure about a contractor hired by an intelligence agency to hack into an alien biological computing device dredged up from the bottom of the ocean. And honestly, I think the writing sucks. Every path I took left me confused and lost, and I had to be guided pretty heavily. And despite all the challenges, I completed the game. I reached its end, but I didn't feel satisfied. I don't understand the hype for this game at all. There is so much art for such a poorly written game like this one. I get it, Gelly's pretty hot, but even then, the writing for them sucked too. And for some reason, I saw the images of presumably a very popular mod that turned her red. Like, okay, is that it? Without further ado, let me, your host, you goddamn know who I am, guide you through this. Fun friend, oh fun friend. It's the first thing you encounter when you actually enter the cyst. It's an entity you're not required to talk to at all. The place it resides in is like those oil rigs in California hidden as fake buildings on the outside. But surprise, the real content lies when you scroll down, which I was told directly by MTH because it's not that obvious, and there lies the key to finding literally everything else in this game. Fun Friend is about as side character as a side character can get. You're forced to talk to them at one point, but aside from that, they're about as relevant as the cashier in the city, or should I say the streetwalkers. I wish there was something, somewhere, that expanded on what Fun Friend's role is, because as it stands, Fun Friend is a drywall patch. Fun Friend fixes the holes in the writing by injecting itself into the memories to provide extra context that could have been shown rather than told. You know the saying that writers always quote, "Don't show tell"? Fun Friend is the antithesis to this belief. I wouldn't be surprised if the reason why Fun Friend's in the final V-Color fight was because the creator was making a Kaiset who had way too much presence throughout the entire story seem more important than they really are. And speaking of such, why is a Kaiser everywhere? A Kaiser is in every single memory you enter, is that one unmovable fighter in the collapse, and even has a dedicated fangirl in the game who just has an entire shrine room dedicated to her. I am this guy, not this thing. You play as yourself, but almost always have to be her. It's like she was originally meant to be the main character, but I don't get it. Why is she important? Why? Excuse me. I must not get too mad tonight. We still have more flaws, to put it lightly, to go through. Moving on. At the start of the game, you're introduced to this mysterious antagonist character that's just a smiley face. It's a presence that looms over you throughout the entire game with the intent to get you. When I first played this game, I was not expecting mascot horror, and I was told many times by my friend that this wasn't horror even when the game just, looks like that. But this thing was definitely giving off mascot horror energy. I wouldn't be surprised if it was based off some little-known mascot horror series made by some kid with like 50 subscribers who gave up once they saw they only got 20 views on their video series, all of which being the developer for this game. There is one time it gets you and almost kills you, but god damn it's so bad at its job. I don't understand how this character is relevant at all. It just shows up at random, like a crappy jump scare, and every time. every single time. The main character's like, who are you and what's your deal? And it's like, oh, sorry, I can't tell you. I wish I had more time. Oh, I'm dying. I'm on my metaphorical deathbed with the amount of time I'm allowed to be with you, and I can't tell you anything more about myself than I can right now. Enable communication, maybe that will help. This thing does it every single time it shows up. I wish there was a clear reason why they show up, why they even exist for that matter. Because what it is a joke done one too many times. It's one-dimensional. It doesn't push the story ahead. It's just something to keep you on your tippy toes. When you go into the ocean place and go deeper, you find this thing called God. The reason why it's there is still beyond me, but I was told by my friend that they were there. I tried to read through the dialogue, but to be frank with y'all, I skip it. Like, this guy is not interesting in the slightest. If this thing is God, then why can I kick its ass so easily? Presumably because it's not Jesus Christ. He'd kick my ass. Anyways, one thing that caught my eye during the quick skim over the dialogue, the Deceiver. Oh, here comes another mysterious character. It seems to be a recurring unknown character since my friend told me that the Tyrant and the Deceiver are apparently both related? I've yet to see who the Tyrant and the Deceiver are, but I don't care. They sound like couple pairings. I bet they'd love each other, you know? Both being named after such negative words? But I suppose we'll never know who the Tyrant and the Deceiver are because they never come up ever again. Great. Incredible writing. There is no sense of cohesion when it comes to whatever crap the game throws at you. First, web page, as you'd expect. Then what? Super disorienting 3D tile-based movement. And what? Even more disorienting JRPG combat and later XCOM. Okay, to give it credit, the JRPG combat was around the point when I actually started paying attention because I was doing something other than reading for once. This entire game feels like some sort of playground, testing ground for whatever the developer could throw in the game. And I could tell it was around this point when they actually started trying to make their game interesting for once. Because goddammit, it's more content than anything I experienced before this. It's like the developer hid a real game that they were passionate about behind several pages worth of lore dump, which is a real shame. By the way, why does everything, including the SYS menu, needs to be diegetic? What the hell is a GAD? It seems like such a minor thing to be in the game that eventually I'm sure the developer will surprise me with the way that it's used. But I know I won't be going, oh, a GAD's! The GAD! It's the GAD! Because it won't do jack. It's like I'm playing contemporary, poorly written games again. Think Poppy Playtime or like Go to the Ben Ben. Given I haven't played either of those games before, but I think my point still stands. Especially the SYS menu thing. It makes me want to scream out SOS and makes me want to KYS myself. Okay. I think I got that all out of my system. Alright. So, if I were to rate this game, I'd give it 5 stars out of 10. The game's okay. It's just okay. I don't get the hype from the community in-group, but I enjoyed that fighting part that's more than 50% of the game. The writing's shoddy, but I'm sure it just needs a couple more years in the pressure cooker. Just don't advertise it anywhere. But it appears that's already being done with how small of a community this game's got. This does have incredible potential to blow up if it leaned more into the visual part of visual novel and less on the novel part, especially with the novel crap this game pulls. That's it, folks. I think I need to hit the haze, you know? Go to bed, fall into a deep slumber, let the eyes shut, and dream about a better game. Alright, see you gamers. Bye bye!